So maybe that was the
Yay.
All right, so Timber, and you have to understand that your presence in the lane.
Raven, Phantom strikes away. The damage too high though. Jabs gets first blood there on the Axis build. 2-0-1 right now, by the way. As much as he can, as he now does look to rotate towards the mid lane. Careful here, bit of action, but Makoto with enough HP. The stun though, in return, the sticky bomb. Carl get down. Ooh. It's barely gonna. I think someone bet him a Lotus. Someone bet him a Lotus.
It was the Venom. Bosku, Cuckoo.
Doesn't matter though. Bosku here as Carl puts up the Rolling Thunder and will live, but that is going to leave him unable to fight for the minute 8 runes, which is a DD. Okay, we were both wrong there. Makoto doesn't get the haste, but the DD will do just as good work, especially when Q sets you up for the stun. Makoto cuts himself free of a tree, and Bosku will fall. More of like the team fight initiation type.
Yeah,
he plays a different role here, doesn't he?
This is definitely not a hero that I would say put on KP.
Fight breaking out. Bosku taking a lot of damage here. Got to kill the position 5 Venomancer, of course, and is actually going to go down. The neutral's even doing a lot of work there. Carl, in the meantime, finds himself rolling in the river here, having a grand old time.
Yeah, no glimpse yet.
Try and evade Ollie. That glimpse on cooldown for 6 more seconds. May not matter here with the damage Makoto has. Carl unable to find a clip to jump up to. The stun just catching him as well, and it's 2 kills for Q. Seems like this is the kind, like a hero with a slow start, right? It is the kind of hero that you'd want in a core-to-core matchup as an alchemist, right? In trouble, is going to die to the creep of jabs.
That's his job, Richie.
Follow-up. That is his job. He's, you know, a spoiler for the interview tomorrow. He says when he
B plus Radiance timing. That's
going to be big.
Yeah, this is going to be the
That's
big
soon.
time.
That is soon. Might even before this Tormentor spawns. We'll see as Talon. We're going to give the boot here. The glimpse is going to be able to find Raven. A little bit of heals with the blast off negligent, as it's going to be a very easy kill there. Even KP now finally stunned up. Might be in for a bit of trouble. There's going to be the ultimate out from Bosku, as the roll up from Carl is good enough for the kill, but only onto Q. They've lost 2 cores here on the side of Blacklist. They're set to lose Tim's as well.
Oh, nice glimpse.
Jumps in with style. The glimpse as well. It's going to be here to punish Carl. That'll make 3 cores, nearly a full team wipe, as Bosku is unable to escape the wrath of Makoto.
I mean, Ori just continues to impress on this disruptor. Like glimpse after glimpse, static storm.
Breakout fight into Aegis. Is Raven just going to do what he's doing now and try and farm waves with Blur?
Oh, another static storm on 2 heroes.
There they go. They get the Pango again. He's already down, and Bosku can do nothing. He's trapped inside another glimpse.
Oh, man.
Finds himself now outside of the high ground. These heroes slow to a crawl, but 23 burning him down, throws the concoction. Stick charge is forced out. The solar bind, I don't think it's going to be enough. Winter 23 throws the acid spray down, and that's 3 kills here for Talon.
Look at Raven. He's not ready to fight. That's why that's why they only have 1 kill. The PA is the one responsible for the kills.
What do you do here? Do you throw bodies at this, try and slow the racks?
This is one of the most perfect games played in our SEA DPC so far.
Hold on, 23. Okay, he did get the throw up. Oh, just barely alive as well. 40 HP.
Well, has to be careful though. 30 seconds on the 8. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's happy to take that death there, because here they come. Yeah, KP now stuck inside of the static storm. Carl at the very least able to roll around here a little bit, but the blast off, it's good. Onto 2. KP does manage to get out. Bosku not as lucky as 23. Kind of getting kited around there, but it's good at the end, as Q's going to end up getting that kill onto Carl.
Oh, Mikoto's dead.
Yeah, that he is. Perhaps overextending Raven as well, joining this fight nearly at the BKB, but coming from Blacklist. It's Ravens. He might not be ready to fight, but I don't believe
they have to get a good fight here.
They have a chance, and that's a good initiation at the very least, especially if they can burst him. But 23, no, gets off the Chemical Rage, beating now into Raven, but the miss rate a little bit too much. KP not like it matters to the 2-man stun. It's big. Tim's is going to go down. Bosku will follow. Tim's buys back instantly as they find a glimpse onto Raven. Don't quite connect on the kinetic field, however, so he's able to at least Phantom Strike back into the base. Makoto back as well, in full HP and mana.
That was so close, you know, if he's
top. I think it's Carl who might be in for a little bit of a rough time. It's 23 perfectly here to follow up, and that is a kill on the mid lane. Rapier. You know, and it can work, right? Of all the heroes to build one, old Medusa used to do this. PA as well.
I think it's the right call given the situation.
Agree.
I mean,
what can I do? I have to do damage.
This is the only way.
It's the only way. 23 keen to throw the stun there onto KP, canceling the TP. Doesn't have a TP scroll. Bosku is going to be able to get away. They see KP as well through the Watcher. Can you get through the gates using Timber Chain? I don't know. Will we be able to find out? I don't think so, as they're going to keep him perma-stun, so that science experiment's going to have to wait until next time.
apart from the BKB on the elk. I mean, as of right now, he still has the AK, so if he wants to play aggressive, he still has a second life to use his BKB. He's going to charge up his stun.
See what he can find on the jump on in. It's 23, didn't stun himself either on that one. The reactive armor stack's coming in now, but a phenomenal static storm here is going to prevent KP from being able to escape here. They're even going to stick the ancient granite golem on him, and it's an easy kill for 23 Savage. Makoto now in deep, but no stuns to control him. He's safely back into the hands of his allies. 23 struggling to get back now, and even KP going a little bit more aggressive, trying to cut off the reinforcements. That's a kill through the chemical rage, which was just activated. KP as well, BKB. Trying to break the back lines. There is a BKB there. Carl doing his best. Look at that damage. What the heck was that? Q is a little bit late on that jump in as KP doing everything that he can, preventing further enemies from running into the base, but it's not going to stop Makoto from picking up Bosku. Bosku buys back instantly, TPing back into the fight. KP's being corralled here as he looks for the kill onto Q. Tims can't quite find it either as Makoto jumped by Raven, jumps out of the base here with the Remnant. He's in some trouble though. They need a crit and they will find one. A big kill here for Blacklist Rivalry. Carl's low. They look like they want to make a play onto him, but they just quite can't. Okay. You can't have that as a mechanic. There's a ward here, by the way. Blacklist, they have Talon underneath a couple of their wards. Not a bad fight for them to take, but it does feel like a bait. We'll see what Raven can make happen with the Divine Rapier. KP as well. They're going to find 23, but he does get off the Unstable Concoction. Didn't find a stun with it, though. Carl just running around in this fight here, looking for a stun. Does find one, but the rest of Blacklist feel like that's too far to fight underneath. Bosku, he's going to be able to get off the ultimate. Rooted in place, though. 23 finally makes the jump, and Q will seal the deal there with the blast off. No buyback for him. Tormentor. In the middle of this as well, damage to everyone. He doesn't farm fast enough because you either have to max Maledict and then you don't have cask bounces to farm up like an Aether Lens, and then you need like Blink.
The most here. I guess you have to try to kill the Pango if you can start on the Pango with the roll.
Oh, maybe KP. They're going to look for Bosku first, take him down. Does have the buyback. KP's going to be a bit too tanky here. Is broken, but Carl's in on the counter initiation. Makoto doesn't have a target yet. Actually finds himself stunned once. That's a big dagger thrown in. Maybe puts the fear of God in ya.
Yeah, they still have buyback on Bosku.
But for now, if you're Blacklist, you're pretty happy with that.
Put too much emphasis on doing it.
Whoa, 23 is just in. Finds KP, which is a bit of a tough tank to try and burst immediately. Damage as well in return. Look at that, 23, not really respecting the amount of burst on that Timbersaw Eggs. He's gonna have another one in 15 seconds if he can live that long. Actually, they're refreshing it as well. In goes now Carl, trying to make a little bit of space and time. There's that minefield sign going to work. The roar as well onto Raven. Carl died to the Techie's Eggs, and now Raven's gonna be in some trouble here. Storm, he's just dead. Q blew him up. GG called, that's it. Blacklist Rivalry with a very respectable hold here, but 23 smile on his face as they're going to be able to take down Blacklist in game number 1 of this series.
I mean, that was a good try, you know.
Agreed.
I feel like overall, after what happened in the early mid-game, Blacklist, I think they did a really good job holding the game on, giving themselves a chance, you know, that they can still come back into the game. I think those are the small little things